Bro, that would have done it!
Hello everyone, this is 1990 SI EF Racer, not 1990 Civic EF Racer, it's 1990 SI EF Racer. Anyway, so I'm doing this video because there have been people that have been asking me like, hey, what's your setup? What type of tires are you running? You know, weight of the car, engine displacement, what have you done with the engine. So this is a video to pretty much explain everything along with that. And if you want to know, yes, this was not cheap. However, I did have a lot of sponsor help with this, as the reason why my car has a bunch of stickers all over it. So to start out, the suspension is honestly nothing too special. I am running lower control arms in the front and rear that are from Skunk 2. Those I had to, I'm just waited for a sale that they had during, Labor Day, Independence Day, whatever the case is, and got the best deal I could. I was running upper control arms in the front from them that were adjustable for camber, but then the design I didn't really like, so I pretty much got rid of them and swapped them over with stock upper control arms, so the camber cannot be changed. Um, Now, as far as the coilovers, I'm running K Sport coilovers. They are from a company's from Arizona. Super great guys. They actually helped me out with setting up with custom springs, understanding what product to use, especially for street and also you know on the track racing application. And they are adjustable. So, they're fantastic. The only caveat is that they don't rebuild them. So, what you get is what you get. Now, as far as in the rear, I do have rear upper control arms for adjustable camber from Skunk 2. I am using a PCI Procar Innovation toe. It's just a stock toe arm, but it's lighter than the stock one. Not adjustable, other than what you can do with moving the bolt and moving in and out. That's about it. As far as the trailing arm bushings, I did go with a hard race trailing arm bushing, which is fantastic. I'm probably going to go with them for another product, but that's down the line. And then as far as the radius rods, the bushings, I'm literally just using energy suspension bushings. They still have slack, and that's what's causing, wheel hop and all those types of things. So I'm probably going to change that out in the future. Lower ball joints, I'm using Honda, stock ones. I can link the part number if you guys are interested in it for the EF platform. And then as far as wheel hubs, pretty much just using really inexpensive ones, like $22. Got them off of Rock Auto, and they haven't failed me yet. So, cross my fingers. I'll probably refresh a bunch of stuff, but that's down the line. The interior is completely stripped, except the dash, the carpet in the front, and the passenger seat. That's all still there. I still have the sunroof. Yes, I know that weighs a ton, but I haven't gotten a delete kit for it, so I'm just gonna keep it there. So that being said, interior suspension. Yes, engine bay. Okay, so this is going to be long, but it's very good. I went with a completely stock rebuild on this thing. Now, reckon it is a ZC single over cam non VTEC engine. So this was a JDM engine. As far as the bottom end goes, original crankshaft, nothing changed there. Thankfully, I didn't have to change anything. If that crankshaft in there was bad, I would have never done this rebuild. The connecting rods are brand new stock OE connecting rods that I got through Honda, and I got at a really good price because I still have the hookup with them. As far as pistons, I went with Nippon Racing pistons because I was trying to get my hands on OE set of oversized Honda pistons, and they ran out. And I have the only two oversized .5 pistons in existence as far as I know. What else? Oh yes, head and block. All the machining was done by engine. Was it engine? I'll insert the name here. Anyway, so there's a shop in Santa Ana. They're a really good machine shop. They did everything as far as cleaning all the parts, milling the block, you know, honing it, you know, doing us just a clean decking on it just to make sure that everything was okay. Same thing with the head. They did the valve stems. They checked the valves, make sure everything was all right, which I didn't have to replace anything, thank goodness. And then they also polished the crankshaft, and they put all of the connecting rods with the pistons all together. So big shout out to those guys. The whole job was probably around $1,100, which for my application it was great. I didn't have to spend more than what I needed to, and the job was absolutely fantastic. Other than that, the top end, the camshaft, everything is original OE stock. I didn't even change out the cam gear. That's original. Um, as far as the rest of the block, OE, oil pump, just change out the gaskets, change out a few things that were needed to be replaced, like washers, so on and so forth. Check the clearances, made sure everything was still within specification, which everything was. Bought a new water pump, timing belt, idler pulley, all the things that need to be changed out, changed them. Springs, everything. What else here? Oh yeah, and then I got a lot of things, repainted and redone. The tube, and I'll attach a picture in here, that goes along to connect the water inlet for the back hose, lower radiator hose going into the water pump. That was corroded, and so when I pulled it out, I said I gotta get this thing, blasted and redone. So I actually sent it off to MB Performance. They're another shop here in Santa Ana, right off the 55. Those guys are super nice. The job that they do is fantastic. They actually, cleaned everything off and sprayed everything with ceramic coat black, just like it was original, and it looked absolutely fantastic. There's gaskets all around that I changed everything out on. Oil pan I actually replaced with a Spectra pan from Rock Auto, super cheap. Just swapped out the old one because the old one had a pretty nasty divot in it from when someone bottomed the car out, so that wasn't going to fly. Intake is from engine performance. That's a carb legal intake. It's got to be for California. And then the only thing that's different is that I actually got rid of the breather box that was originally on the car because the lines were just absolutely corroded and they would just snap right off. So I went with an oil catch can setup, which in California is legal. It is legal to run an oil catch can. The catch is, no pun intended, you have to run a PCV valve like the stock application would be. I had plenty of conversation with those smog referees on this, and they said yes, you can do it as long as you have the PCV valve in there, which I said perfect, because that's a great converter from the half-inch line that I was running to the 3/8 inch line that goes into the intake manifold. So if you want to do it, you can. It is legal. You just have to keep the PCV valve in there. And then as far as the exhaust goes, stock exhaust manifold, because I ran a aftermarket one, and it just wasn't doing it. It wasn't running correctly, even before I did the rebuild, and it was running like crap afterwards. It was running way too lean. It was the O2 sensor wasn't getting hot enough, so I was like, nope, to hell with it. I'm not gonna deal with this thing. So I bought a Dorman OE manifold slapped it on there. Found a mid pipe on eBay, slapped it on there, and I'm running a Yokoma, or is it Yokoma or? Anyway, I'll put the link down the bottom. But anyway, I'm running a different catback exhaust, which actually sounds really nice. It's quiet. It's not very raspy, and it was very, budget friendly. And then put a new cat in there, carb legal cat, just for the hell of it. That's pretty much about it. Now, as far as tires go, I am running Falcon 660s. They're done. They're absolutely done. So I'm going to be getting most likely a set of the 660 pluses. And I have those on a set of 15-inch Koenig wheels. I do have another set of 15s, but I'm probably going to keep them for something else. Maybe I'll sell them. I don't know. Yeah, I can't stress enough how much I love those Koenigs. They're fantastic. They're a 205/55 15, and they just can handle anything you throw at them. The only thing is that they do get heat soaked, and when they do get heat soaked, they just lose a lot of grip. So, if you're gonna go racing or autocrossing for whatever reason, always bring your spray bottle. Always bring it. I made that mistake, and it cost me like 8/10 one time. So, always bring your spray bottle. But yeah, with that being said, that's pretty much the whole rundown of the car. It's really fast. The last time out, actually, at Angel Stadium, I was 6/10 off of a time from a Porsche 911 Turbo S, which I was very surprised about, and I will show you the proof of that here. And the car is just super responsive. I absolutely love it, and I cannot wait to finalize a few things with the build as far as suspension and also getting new tires. New tires will definitely help a ton. And yeah, other than that, just basic maintenance. Keep up on the engine, the transmission, brake fluid. As far as pads and brake pads go, I'm running OE, brake pads. The rotors are from R1 Concepts. I also bought Remand calipers from them, front and rear. And that's the other big thing. I am running rear discs in the rear. So they're from a DA trailing arm that I actually got off of HMO Motorsports or Motors Online, and they're great. The swap over was super easy, and I didn't have any issues with them whatsoever. So, but with that being said, thank you all for sticking around. I know this is a really long video, but yeah, hopefully this answers any questions you guys might have. And if you have any more, please let me know. Take care.
better, man. Yeah, man.
That's what I'm talking about.